We are live. Just doing some setting up here and then we are good to go. So let's see what we've got here. We're gonna set up our budgets. We're gonna talk goals for the new season and all of that good stuff. So we're just gonna do some prep here. Let me see. Go like that. Okay. Cool. And let me test this. Test. Okay. Cool. Okay, so it works. All right. Do I need a light? Let's turn on a light. Let's see what we've got. Yeah, I think that's better. All right. We're good. We're gonna allow, let's see what we've got here. We're gonna allow all messages. Test 2. Let me see if I can hear myself. Can I hear myself? We're gonna allow all messages. Okay. So it looks like there's a little bit of a delay, but that's fine. Cool. We are ready to get started. Let's work on our budget for September because it is a new month and I did not do a good job of keeping my budget in check for August. And I can't do that again. So we're gonna be realistic this year, or this month rather. We're gonna be realistic and we're going to take care of our business. Okay, so I'm looking at our goals. I don't think I'm gonna make any more goals. So I made the first 2. No miscellaneous spending over $404 monthly is not a thing anymore since now I give myself $600. And that just is what it is. Let's add some lighting in here. So this goal, I don't think it's not possible. So I'm actually gonna put an X here since my goals have actually since changed. That is no longer possible. No longer possible. And then for this other one, become monetized on YouTube. I don't know if I should have made this a goal because I get really wrapped up in the numbers. So I don't know. I don't know if I should exit out or not. I think I'll leave it for now. But the goals are really becoming obsolete. So at this point too, it's kind of too late for me to redo my goals. So I'm not going to. I'm just gonna kind of leave them where they're at. We made the first 2 and I'm gonna be smarter about the goals that I set next year. So there's that. And then in August, so I ended up doing a video just kind of keeping my stuff in one video for the month. And I don't know if I should have done that or not because I don't know if I should have done that, to be honest, because it, I don't know. I think actually I will keep it at 1 time per month just because I don't want to bombard you guys all the time with like every other week I'm giving you a budget video. I just feel like it was getting redundant and I didn't like the frequency of it. So I'm definitely gonna change that. I'm not gonna keep doing that every 2 weeks. I'm still gonna keep it at once per month. If you haven't seen my latest video, it posted yesterday, so no pressure. If you wanna watch it, go ahead, and if not, I understand. And thank you for joining me. I'm just gonna check one of my bills, $64.90 for my electricity bill. Weirdly enough, it's been going up as it's been hot, but not when it's cold. So I don't understand that, but August was just a mess. Thanks for liking the live when you came in. Okay, so for September, I already paid rent. And then I also already paid my electricity bill. This time it was $64.50. I already paid $125 towards groceries, and I already paid my blogging bill. Everything else is from August. So these are all the things that have come through bill-wise so far for September, and it's only September 1st. And then if we move on to our debt, we have no debt. Savings goals, we didn't save anything in August either. I did mention in my most recent video that I invested like $150 in crypto. But that wasn't real money. Well, it was money. It was like interest, and then I moved some stuff over from another investment account. So I didn't add that just because it's money I already had. So there's that. Cabin trip 2025, I've used all of my money for that. So the sinking funds already went towards that, and that's gone. For my vacations, we had $3,000. I used all of that for both of the vacations. So that is what that's looking like. I do have actually an additional $600 in there, so I'm just gonna say 901. Well, I put it in 831. So this is August money, 2025. Amount, I put in $650. And so that is what I have. And this is basically just spending while we are in Canada. We're just doing kind of a small getaway in Vancouver coming up pretty soon. And you guys won't even notice that I'm gone because I already have all of my videos scheduled up until like October. So you guys won't even notice unless you follow me in real time on TikTok or on Instagram. And I need to actually make some updates to my end page on my videos because my TikTok name has changed. So this is my TikTok name. This is what it looks like. It's really MCNCHZ. Now people get confused when they see this because it doesn't look like a word since there's no like vowels, but it's really pronounced mac and cheese. Only because I like a little bit of anonymity. I don't want to use my name on my TikTok, but Mac just comes from my maiden name, and then in cheese is just whatever, right? So that is my TikTok. And what I post on my TikTok is just PNW stuff, Pacific Northwest stuff, hikes, things around Seattle that I'm seeing. It's kind of like a palate cleanser just because, you know, you get news and current events and all type of things on TikTok that aren't always positive. So I like to use my TikTok to show you what I'm doing on my travels, hikes, food that I'm eating. It's really like a palate cleansing type of thing. And then for Instagram, it's different. Instagram is different because I talk really heavily, well, I used to talk really heavily about money. I don't know if I want to do that on Instagram anymore. I'm feeling very iffy about Instagram. And I know you guys have already seen like hundreds of videos from others saying like Instagram's weird, monitoring spirits, stuff like that. That's not necessarily why I'm feeling iffy about it. My Instagram is budget-based life. Budget-based life. And I don't really show my face on there. So the people who are subscribed to me, you guys see my face, you guys have seen some of my vlogs. I feel like I'm the most personable on YouTube, which is interesting, but I just feel safer here. So that's my information. And I'm gonna be making a change to my end screens soon. I have a few things I need to change for my YouTube. And I just want to say thank you for sticking with me because it's definitely going through a transitional period. Okay, so right now we have $650 for Vancouver, and then we have another vacation planned for December. We are going to Thailand in December. So that one is going to be a little bit more pricey. We've already bought the tickets. It was used in this money here. So all of this money here, the $3,000, that is gone. Okay, that went towards tickets and some lodging, dog sitting, stuff like that. So right now we only have $650 in our account. We used all of this. We used all of this for both Vancouver and for Thailand. So now this $650 is just, like I said, spending money, nothing else. Just spending money. Okay, and I'm just gonna keep adding in as I go. I don't know how that's going to look as of right now, to be honest, but I'm trying to make it so that the next few months don't look like August, where I'm not saving anything. I'm thinking of splitting half and half, or maybe like investing 1,000, saving 15, or vice versa. But that's what we're looking at for our sinking funds right now. Investment goal is done, so we're just gonna move on from there. No more saving in our emergency fund. It's gonna stay at 30K. So that's where we are with our housekeeping. We need to focus on our goals. And this is where I am a little bit lost because I don't know what goals to even set. They're never really that different. So I don't know if I should make it any different because they're never really that different. So let's see. My first goal, I want to invest $1,000. $1,000 invested. And when I make these goals, these investment goals, I don't include my 401k information. I automatically invest 1,000 and around 18 or so a month in my 401k. I don't ever include that in my investment numbers. All of the numbers that you guys see for my investments are post-tax dollars. So no 401k, no pre-tax contributions. I do not count that. I think I might count it towards the end here when we do our overall budgeting, because it does count technically. So I think I might count that here. I don't know yet, but these are all post-tax. I think I'll just continue adding the post-tax, and then I'll give you the total for the pre-tax too, but separately. I don't know yet, but that's what it's looking like right now. So first one, $1,000 invested. We're gonna be kind to ourselves. This is a doable number. This is a reachable number. My second one, I don't know if I should make a spending goal. I'm not gonna lie, because my mind is a pretzel about the spending goals. Let's see. And I can't say like 600 for spending in September when I'm literally gonna be leaving the country in like 3 days. I'm spending money. Like we're spending money. So I'm not sure what my other goal should be. Like, what is my purpose in life? If you have any suggestions, please feel free to type it. What do you think? I know there's only like one person in here, but if you're not too shy, what do you think a goal should be of mine? If you're not too shy, no pressure if you are. Let's see. I don't like spending goals. Let's say, how about 10 no spend days? 10 no spend days. That's so easy. I can do that. I can totally do that. 10 no spend days is doable. And then after 10 no spend days, what should my other goal be? I don't know, man. Like, invest 1,000, 10 no spend days. I'll say Thailand sinking fund equal to, so usually I invest 2,500. I'll say 1,000. I want to put $1,000 away for Thailand this month. I want to invest $1,000 and I want to have 10 no spend days. So I think that's so doable. That's super doable. So that's what we're going to work with today. Now, it is the 1st of September and I think it's Monday. Let's see, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. There's 30 days in September. So let's add that. 7, 8, 9, 10. I almost want some like nice jazz music. 17, 18. But I don't know what's royalty free and what's not. 20, 21, 22, 23, 25, 26, 27, 29, 30. Okay, so there's 30 days in September, which is great. And like I said, I have plans this month. So we are going to Vancouver, holiday, and I will be out of town until we come back on the 8th. So not too long, right? But we won't have the dog and we won't be working. So to me, this is a long time. 1, 2, 3 days out of work is crazy for me. You guys know I work a lot. I don't really talk about work on here, but I work a lot. So all these days, not having to think about work, being on email, all of that, that's fantastic. So I look forward to that. Okay, so then we get back, we're back to work. Yeah, I'm out of office here too. This is Labor Day. So I am out of the office, but I'm just at home kind of watching a buddy's dog. So that means I only have 2 work days this week, which I look forward to. I know it's going to be crazy, but I look forward to only 2 work days in the week. And then the rest of September, I really don't have any plans. You guys don't know this, but I was, recently introduced to a new friend group, and that's kind of fizzled out. So I am, I'm a transplant in Seattle. So I'm just doing transplant things, a lot of solo time if I'm not with my family or my husband. I do have family here as well. So I'm not having to do as much as I used to in terms of like going to the opera or going on walks with specific friends. We're still gonna go to the opera, but with my husband or alone, those things. But now I don't have to worry about, spending money. I have way more control now of what I spend, which I think is a plus to it. I spelled Vancouver wrong. Let me put a U here. Vancouver. Cool. So yeah, no plans really in September. My brother has a birthday on the 23rd. This is my little brother's birthday. We really don't celebrate birthdays in our family, unless I plan something, just being honest. So, in July, you guys saw that we had a birthday planned and I took everybody out to that cabin and it was so much fun. But if I'm not doing that, then it's not happening. And that's just me being honest. So yeah, that's what we're working with. So I'm not planning anything for my little brother's birthday. No one's planning anything for his birthday, to be honest. And that's fine. Let's see, what else? Nothing. There's nothing else really going on. This is a very quiet month. We're starting the burn months, and that means we are focusing on sinking funds and recovering from August, because August was very spendy. So yes, we're going to be recovering from August since it was very spendy. And yeah, I don't have anything else planned, you guys. I don't have anything else planned. I know usually I do, you know, make a planner video, a bullet journal video for you guys, and I will be doing that as well later. I will be doing that for you. But September is looking like we are getting settled into August, or we're getting settled into autumn on the 22nd. And that's it. Like, we're not doing anything else. First day of fall. And I look forward to the season change. I'm not gonna lie. I really do look forward to that because I like autumn. I used to really not like when the weather got cold, but I appreciate it now. So summer is coming to an end, and now we are gonna nestle into the colder months, which means we finally get to use our autumn themed stickers. Everything's Halloween, which is annoying. But I mean, there's some Thanksgiving in here too, but there's really no like, oh gosh, okay, we have this leaf. I look forward to that. Okay, so first day of fall. What else do we have? Black cats. Why not? We got some stickers here. And I've already been like baking cookies and just being inside, playing Animal Crossing, stuff like that. Just sort of being cozy, even though it is still semi-hot in Seattle, off and on. I'm ready for autumn. I'm not rushing it or anything, but I'm ready for the new season. So I'm ready for that. Okay, I don't think anything else is really September friendly, if I'm being honest. So I won't put anything else there, but we do have 2 paydays, so let me focus. Instead of being worried about stickers, we have 2 paydays this month. Let's see, do we have any payday stickers? 2 paydays this month, which is our standard. Let's see, I know I'm taking a little bit longer, but we're just planning for the month here. We're not doing anything too crazy, just chilling. Let's see. To-do stickers, weekend. Let me get my other stickers. So there's actual like budgeting stickers. It's in one of these pockets. I don't remember which pocket. Let's see what we got. Okay, there they are. Cool. So like I said, 2 paydays this month, and we are gonna try to save as much as we can, as much as we can. Sorry, we're like stuck. There's 2, is this 2? Oh no, it's the sticker, okay. So yes. We're gonna try some no spend days. And I think I'm gonna designate some days for no spend as well. I think that's a good thing to do. So as you see, I know that on Fridays, my husband and I like to eat out or bring food in. So I'm not gonna designate Fridays as no spend days. Saturdays are a little tricky as well because that's the days that we go out on very long walks. So maybe Sunday, I can make Sundays no spend. I can designate some of those as like days that I will not be spending money. So let's see. Starting on the 14th, I'll say no spend. On the 14th, let's see, when else should I don't really spend money on Mondays either. So I'm just gonna mark my no spend days to a specific color, because I know when I just say, okay, I'm not gonna spend money, I can never keep track. So days that I'm not gonna spend money, I'm going to mark them after the fact, obviously, but I wanna make goals for my no spend. So I'm gonna try not to spend on the 15th. When I get paid on Thursdays, I usually have to buy groceries. So I think I'm gonna try to avoid Thursdays as well. So these are 2, we need 10. We need 10 no spend days. Let's see. Sundays are tricky because sometimes we go out. I'm gonna say the 30th, I'm gonna try to do a no spend. Mondays, I'm gonna try to do a no spend. No spend. 2, 3, 4. The 16th, we're gonna try it. I know it's not necessarily realistic to do this 3 days in a row, but I'm gonna try, because if we can get everything that we need when we go grocery shopping, then we don't need to go back to spend money afterwards. So that's what I'm thinking should happen. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 no spends. When we get back, we'll get back on Monday, and we'll have to get groceries and stuff. I won't be spending on Monday. Tuesday, I'm gonna say no spend. We're just gonna try this out, you guys. I get paid this day, so I'm gonna try no spend on Wednesday as well. Yeah, I'm gonna try. And so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We need some 8s and 9s and 10s. Let's see, I get paid this. This is probably gonna be some spending. And this as well. So maybe I'll say here, no spend. And I'm gonna designate this specific Wednesday as a spend day, because I need to be going to the cafe to like edit more, and I don't feel right going to cafes without spending money on it. So there's that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need 2 more. Saturdays are just not gonna work. 1, 2, I'll say, I get paid this day. No spend. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more day. I didn't think finding 10 days out of 30 to not spend money would be so hard. I'm gonna try this Sunday, 28th. No spend. Okay, so these are the days that I'm gonna try to not spend money. We'll see if it actually works, but that's what it's looking like. We're gonna try not to spend our money and see what happens. In terms of plans, again, no plans. Your girl is a hermit. We have some paydays, so let's see. I get paid on the 11th and I get paid on the 25th. And since it's September, maybe I'll use red. Why not? Who cares? So the 11th is payday. And then we have another payday on the 25th. So we get paid here too. Cool. So those are paydays, and then we also know that we're gonna be dropping 125 on these days for groceries, because when I get paid, it's also my time for groceries. That's just how the bill split has worked. Cool. So then I know this is gonna be $125. And then here, $125. Cool. Now I do know also that I'm gonna tip my dog sitter for watching my dog last minute while I am in Canada. So I'm gonna put this here, and 20% is like $56 or so. $56. So yes, we're gonna tip her that much. That's what it's looking like for this month. We're just gonna work on that. Okay. And that is all. Okay, so we're gonna put the stickers, we'll keep the stickers on. All right, so that's what the calendar is looking like. Now for the numbers. So I already got $92 in interest, so I'm just gonna put bank interest. I already got $92 from there. And then W-2 check. Number 2. Let's turn on some music. Let's see. Got some autumn tunes here. I'm gonna dismiss that. Let's see what we got. Hopefully that's not too loud. Yeah, hopefully that's not too loud. If it is, let me know. But I don't think it is. I think we're gonna be okay. I just want some autumn-y tunes while we are doing this. Maybe I'll turn it down a little bit. Turn it down a little bit. Okay, turned it down a little. All right, so now we're getting into the numbers. I know it took a little bit, so thank you guys for being gracious. Okay, so I already got my bank interest, $92. I'm expecting 2 paychecks this month. Sinking funds, I am wanting to put some towards Thailand. So we'll see. And then I also want to invest. So we'll see what that's looking like, okay? Now we're going with our budgets that we usually do. And I'm going to make a similar budget. Oh yeah, we do have some sinking fund money here too. Because like I said, for Vancouver, I put away $650. So that's what I'm gonna put in here as well as income, because it will be spent. And then I'll put it here too. Sinking fund. Now, am I gonna stay within $650 at Vancouver? No, I don't think I will, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try my best. All right, let's put these categories down and see what we've got. Living, self-care. there. Miscellaneous. Entertainment, pets. Entertainment, pets, and then sinking fund. Okay. So this is for spending in Canada. Cool. And like I said, we'll see if we can do that. So for living, we've got, like I said, let's first of all, the numbers. So check one is usually around $2,520 and then whatever cents, right? And then you have check two, which is usually around $2,468 and whatever cents. And then we have our interest, which I usually end up spending, unfortunately. I know that's not what's the word, responsible. But it is what it is. Now it's usually to like $92.40 slash food. Let's say that's 100. 30. Okay, $100. Okay, and then miscellaneous, I don't know. I never know with miscellaneous because I never succeed at this, so I guess we'll see. For the Vancouver trip, it's $650. For the whole month, it's $600. Should I just say $600? I should. I want the total to be $600, but I need to reel in my eating, right? So maybe that's a lot of money for food, for eating out. How many days? Like, I need to reel in my eating because that's really my biggest problem, and I never know how to do that. So I'm gonna say food slash dining budgeted. Let's say I'll say 300. I think that's a lot for me alone. And then the rest can be experience. I'll say for experience, I'll say 200. And then clothing, etc., etc. Like things, say 100. I don't want clutter, so I think this is good. 3, 5, 6. Cool. So if I can keep my dining to 3, experiences to 2, I honestly would feel better flipping it and having dining be 2, experiences be 3. 200 on dining. Yeah, I want to change this. This will be 3. This will be 2. I don't need $300 of food when I already spend $250 a month on groceries. I don't need $550 on food. This is why I'm on a weight loss journey, guys. Like, come on, hold me accountable. Okay. So that still equals 600. 200 for food and dining is still a lot. 450 for one person. Oh man. All right. So for this, let's say 650 for spending. We'll see if that works out. I feel like these two things are going to mesh. So this technically is giving me another 300 for this, right? Since it's experience, 679. So we'll see. I do plan on doing some shopping when I go. So I guess we'll see. We will see. Okay. And I hope I didn't like Let's see something. Whoops. I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Cool. I don't know how to work this. Let's see here. What is this? Okay. Okay. So let's see. This is 100 total. 55, 65, 75, 80 total. It's 80. 100. 650, 600. 30, 61, $71. 1,320, let's see, 13, 14, 15, 1550, 1570, 16, 1640? I think I'm doing this math wrong. Let me do this. What? 200 plus 20 plus 250 plus 70. 1640. Okay, I did the math right. All right, so that's all the categories we have. And I do plan to save as well. I want to save 2,500. We'll see. Well, 1,000 and invest or sinking fund the rest. So we'll see. So let's do some math. $141. Okay, so that's what we're looking like. That's how much we're gonna try to budget for. 3,141, and like I said, we were expecting to net 5080. So 380 minus, so that leaves us with 1,939 left. Well, technically, I keep forgetting, we have to add that sinking fund in. So 3,000 into the total income, because I add that back into income. So plus 650. It really doesn't do us anything more, right? that makes more sense. So then we're gonna be left with 2,589, of which I wanna save 2,500. I wanna invest 15 and put away 1,000. So that leaves me with $89 in just, I guess, buffer. It's really not leaving me with too much. So I won't be able to spend that much over technically, unless I'm not spending in self-care, if my dog doesn't need any medicine. It really won't allow me to spend too much more than that. And I don't usually use credit cards if I don't have the money to pay that off. So I think we might be okay. I think we might be okay. All right. Because you guys know, 8852. I, on paper, make 95, but netting, it never maths, okay? Plus 7995. So I've made 63,701. I'm sorry if you can hear my dog barking. I've made $63,701 so far. And we've got like a quarter left. So that's what it's looking like right now, money-wise. How much we're making or how much we've made. And of that, I've saved 23,000. That's not good. I mean, it's better than last year. Minus 23. So 40,000 of that though, ugh. I mean, it's expenses, but still, some of it's gone over. I hate that for me. I don't like this. And actually, this expenses, bill expenses, isn't supposed to be 6,500. It's actually supposed to be, let's be honest with ourselves. That's how much I actually spent. But my billed expenses, it's supposed to be 5476. 5476.73. So not this. 5476.73. And then we say 6567.47. 257. 2,000. Okay. Fine. My bill expenses, though, they don't add up to $40,000. This is $28,941.01 is how much my billed expenses has been. And then this said, as you guys saw, 60 some change. Now the income is weird because one, there's some outliers. Okay, so the 14,000 is because of my bonus. But also a lot of these, like, I make net $5,000. So after everything's said and done, I make $5,000, a little bit more because of banking interest. But like I said, when I save money from the previous month and move it into the next month as a sinking fund, I add that as income, so that makes it look bigger. So This 8,000 is because I moved $3,000 into my income that I saved in the previous month. The reason why it's not in this saved category is because it's not going towards my net worth. It's going to be spent. So that's why that is looking like that. So I sinking funded $3,000. That's how it got to 8. I did the same thing last month and the same thing last month. This was paying for July's trip. July's trip was paying for December and September's trip. And so that's why those are higher. This May is like the realistic month, okay? Actually, I think July was a 3 paycheck month too. So it's not, I didn't really net 60 whatever thousand. So maybe my spending isn't like in the 40,000s, but still it's like jarring. I think I'm still spending a lot though. Like I need to just do the math to see how much, like, and the way to see that too is to look at the balance forward or the differences. That's the best way. So for here, 1599. No, that's not the best way actually. The best way is to look at the difference between, well, when it's more, between the actual and the total budgeted expenses. I think I'm gonna end up doing that math on my own time and updating everybody there because, yeah. But this is supposed to be the column. Other expenses is supposed to be for like the overflow. It's just that when I make a sinking fund, it really inflates these numbers. So just so you guys are aware, 3 paycheck month, sinking fund, or I think, yeah, sinking fund, bonus, sinking fund, $3,000 sinking fund, $3,000 sinking fund. So just keep all of that in mind so that we're not getting confused, because it's not what you guys are thinking. And these are also numbers for the whole month, not per like bi-weekly check, just so you guys know. Yeah. One of the things too that I feel like I struggle with is the reality that I am a very salaried worker. So like I said earlier, I have the potential to save another $5,000. I'm gonna invest that, but like, you see how there's like a cap on that? Because unlike if you were following me in 2022 or any other times, it's just not, it's, my earning potential is not like high. It's not like in my control, rather, my earning potential, because my earning potential is not in my control because I, like I said, am salaried. So I need to find a way to find another means of income. That is like one of my goals. And I feel like I just need to get my life together. So let me see here. That's what it's looking like for September. Short recap, I'm gonna make my goals easier. So $1,000 invested, 10 no spend days, $1,000 towards Thailand sinking fund. Those are the goals for this month, and we're gonna settle in and do that. We've got Labor Day, Vancouver holiday, and that's it. 10 no spend days, I've predetermined them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is gonna make it so that I can hold myself accountable and not mess up my no spend days. That is what I'm gonna do because I don't have any other ways of holding myself accountable otherwise, and it's not working to not do that. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna hold ourselves accountable in that way. This is what my numbers are looking like. We're expecting to spend $3,141 even. That is what we are looking for this month. That includes $600 in miscellaneous spending, $650 in my Canada sinking fund. There's no reason why I can't do this. So specifically, this plus the experience being $300, $950, there's really no reason why I wouldn't be able to do that. I don't need $200 worth of food / dining. I don't need that. So we'll see. I don't need $100 worth of clothing. Like, I have clothing. So we'll see what's going on. We'll see what I can do. But 3,141 is doable. And we're expecting 5,730 earned this month. So that's what that is looking like. Now, let me grab something really quickly. 1 second too. I need to clarify something with my husband really quick. Cool. Okay. Noon it is. All right, so I get to stay with you guys a little bit longer. Fantastic. Because I want to make some plans. Because I really need to get my life together. Thank you for coming to the budgeting portion. Now we are manifesting. We're getting our lives together because we need to. So let me clean up a little bit and then we can make some plans. Clean up a little bit. We're in, September. Some stickers away. Stickers on. So I actually do need to use some gel pens. Why not? So this notebook is a little weird, right? Not weird, but it's different because I got it from Muji, and I wanted to like bullet journal with it, but I haven't. So it looks like this is like the back, but it's not. Yeah, like this is the back. And if you're not like familiar with Muji, it's like it's a Japanese store. I don't know what to call it, like department store. It's kind of like, I don't want to say Macy's. It feels to me like a Uniqlo mixed with like an IKEA, because you can get pillows, notebooks, clothing, coffee, dishes, furniture. Like you can get like bedding, tailored. Like it's a lot in one. And I like their stationery section, and so that's what this is. Basically what you do though when you go there, if you haven't been there, you should definitely check it out. But what you do is you go there, and there's a station where you can build your own notebook. So you buy like this binding and this plain cardboard looking cover by itself. It just comes like 2 flaps like this. And then you can also buy the graph paper that you want to insert into it, and you put it together yourself. As you can see here, this comes apart and you can like stick things in there, and it's just really cute and fun because you can like put it together and it's really cute. I didn't see any like colors or anything, otherwise I would have definitely grabbed some colors. But yeah, this is super cute. It was so cute. I don't remember how much it cost me, but it was in Canadian dollars, so it wasn't too bad. It was probably like $12 or something. But yeah, that's what this is basically saying. It's like buy the binding, put it together, you can grab stuff. That's what it's saying, if you can read that. But it's super fun. It's very relaxing to be able to do that. So that's basically what this is. And I haven't been using it, but I do want to use it to just write out some goals, get my life together, you know, be more organized. Not necessarily like my planner here that I will be updating for you guys in a video to come soon. I got this from Canada as well, from a place called Artbox, but it's not like this per se. It's just graph paper. So I like to try to keep my life organized using this. And as you can see, I like to plan when I'm going to post YouTube videos and stuff like that, and I highlight and all that. I have a key. So let me actually grab some things here. So we've got yellow, orange, or is this green? Green, orange, pink. Yeah, so that's what we've got. So we've published a lot. August 31st, financial reset, we did that, uploaded that. Again, if you haven't seen that video, it was published yesterday. It's pretty fresh, no press, but if you're curious, that's where it is. And we have done some work. So these say scheduled, but they're green, meaning that they were already uploaded, right? So I wrote what I needed to do for the next month over, and then in the previous month or the current month, I worked to fill out that next month. So that's basically what I'm doing here. And I'm already finished with all of this. So all of these are actually green. We've already uploaded that. These actually are done in real time because I can't just make up numbers. So this is actually not done. So we will need to film that. But I am actually scheduled up to October 5th. So I'm just gonna say uploaded. So in the month of September, I'm going to be working on filming my October content. So I still need to create, and then the financial reset will be the last Sunday of each month. Uploaded and done, so everything else is filmed. So obviously I can't film my financial reset because we just finished that for August. Financial reset. Yeah, this is uploaded. And I smeared it, of course. Cool. I need to create everything else. So I do like to, when I'm looking at the next month, just like, right, because I need to film that. And then when it changes, I can just, you know, do that. So yes, right now we are caught up to October 5th. Everything is already scheduled and filmed for you guys. Got some evergreen content coming. So that's just my YouTube schedule for the rest of the year, as you can see. But I also need like some goal setting in my life because it's not looking too good, in my opinion. So I'm just gonna, let's see, make some goals for September. I know I like to put some of the goals, like I said, in this Artbox bullet journal, but I like this because I like it. So for September, let's use a color. What tells you guys, what says September? It's not quite cold, but we're getting to the cozier months. Skip 1, 2, 3. 2, Tuesday. I guess I should have made it a capital M. You see how it's already ugly? Like I'm such a screw. I feel like I hear dogs barking. Thursday. Friday. Cool. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So we know the first is on Monday. Let's do this. I'm not good at this, you guys. We should do Saturday, Sunday too, to be honest. To make it a little like Saturday, Sunday. Right? It's not just the work week. I need to get real. And like I said too, you guys, this is so ugly. Jesus Christ. This is so ugly. Who am I joking? Who am I kidding? Let's see. That would be ridiculous. Such a joke, bro. I do need to make goals, but trying to make something out of what this is ridiculous. Like, get real. Stupid. Let's just make some goals for September and stop trying to be cute. September goals. And the reason why I'm doing this too is because, as you guys know, I am a transplant where I live. So I'm just trying to stay grounded in the things that I do. You know, have your hobbies so you're not wallowing, I guess, in the fact that you don't have really like a real community out here. So, you know, while I love having like YouTube goals, you really cannot rely on YouTube for like purpose in life, right? I do have YouTube goals though. So we've got YouTube goals. You've got money goals. We've got fitness goals. And I want to say like I have personal goals. Yeah, I have personal goals. Normally I wouldn't share this type of stuff with people because I like to keep these things to myself, but it's whatever. So for YouTube, I'm not gonna lie, I've been feeling very discouraged about YouTube because I've been like kind of losing subscribers, not really gaining them, and then also like it's just not been that great. It's just not been that great. Like, I've been losing subscribers, my views are like not high, and it's just been a bummer. So I've been trying not to focus on the numbers so much, but it's hard. It's hard to not focus on the numbers, especially since I remember last year I was making a lot of views, lots of views, and not necessarily the same thing is going on when it comes to not many things, not the same things are going on when it comes to the numbers. So, been a little discouraged when it comes to that. I lost like 4 subscribers in the last month, which has been a bummer as well. And I mean, that's what comes with it though, right? So I'm still getting used to all of that. And I also saw too that my views, even for like this live, the music in the background made it so that it's not even like gonna count towards me positively. As you can see, that's why I turned it off. But I haven't been paying the most attention to my numbers. I've kind of just been posting and going because I want to just create content. But yeah, I still think I should make some goals. So let's make some goals. Try to gain 3 subscribers. It's just weird because I felt like the more I posted, the less momentum I had. Like I was kind of going backwards type of thing. What is another thing? Post at least 4 videos. I mean, for me, YouTube has been a hobby for like 11 years now at this point. I made some videos until like 2022. And then I stopped for a whole year and I came back in 2023. So I've been doing this pretty consistently for 2 years. Haven't taken a single day off, right? Every week at least for 2 years straight. And maybe it's because of the time of year, like November, I was pulling numbers, November, December, October even. But then like in the summer, the numbers just don't number. And I know people say that those are the slowest months. I did switch some things around just so that I wasn't being overexposed. So maybe that'll help too. But hopefully when productivity type of content becomes more popular again, then we'll pick up on some people in our community. I also noticed that people they seem more interested in my vlogs than in my talking head videos, which I wasn't expecting. Because personally, I am not like the biggest fan of vlogs, unless it's like travel or if you're like just showing us your life, but not necessarily being like goofy and silly. I'm not a fan of those, right? So I always felt like I was boring. But people watch that a little bit more than my talking heads, so that's interesting. And then we have, let's see. We also have, so I want to post at least 4 videos. I want to gain 3 subscribers. In terms of monetization, that's not a goal anymore. Like, that'll happen whenever it happens, is what I'm feeling at the moment. So we're not gonna force that. I'll tell you right now, we're not gonna force that because it's not realistic at this point. I think that might be the only 2. Oh no, I have another one. Revamp my channel. I need to revamp my channel. What do I mean by that? I need to update my like header picture. I want to update like my about. I want to update some things just because it needs to be updated. So I'm gonna work towards updating that. Money goals, we already discussed, but I wanna, sinking fund. Save for vacation. That's the biggest one. Secondly, invest something, right? And I want to keep, I'm gonna keep these vague because this is a money channel, right? So we already talk about this. Keep more than I spend. Cool. Not much more to say about the money aspect of it. For fitness, I've been pretty consistent. I want to do at least, let's see, there's 4 weeks in a month. At least 4 runs, right? 4 weeks. For the gym, at least 4 gym days. I like to spend time outside and in. I don't necessarily like to work out inside if it's nice out. So because it's getting a little bit colder, maybe I'll feel more compelled to work out in the gym. And then I do want to monitor like a number, a numerical goal for my fitness goals. So I'll say lose 1 pound. And you guys know, I spoke about it in my vlog. Last time I checked, I was like pretty close to 199 pounds. We're trying to get back into the 100s. Maybe I can do that by the end of this month. Wonderland. It is the winter arc, so I think I could probably do that. And then personal. So this is the hardest because they're all personal. Personal. You know, I do want to start up my blogging again. I've been paying for my blog since I opened it in like 2019. It's 2025 and I haven't posted regularly since like 2022 or so. And I've still been paying the monthly and the yearly fee for that. So, I mean, it's really low, but still. I want to post like 2 blog posts. And just start talking to the people on my email list again because, yeah, I need to get back on that. We need to get back on that. So these are all my goals for September. This is what it's looking like. Some of these are going to be transcribed onto here because look at this, you guys. I didn't even do my planner in August. I decorated it, but I didn't follow through with like everything. So now it's September 1st. Look at that. I didn't even do it. Just a wash. And I'm not gonna like try to fill it out so that it looks good for the video. We're not gonna do that. That's not even authentic. We're just gonna, what I'm learning is that we're going to leave it and do better next month. Yeah. Get back into content. I did. Stress less. That didn't happen. 1,507 subs. Now I'm at 1,504. I'm not at this many hours anymore. Nope, nope, nope. Like it didn't go the way I thought it would. Nothing did, but that's okay. We don't always win. Can't all be winners. So it's okay. Just gonna focus on having a good September, October, November, and December. That's what we're gonna focus on. And like I said, this will all be in the video to come because I do like to make my planning videos. We like to prep for these videos and the lives too. So that's what we're just gonna do here. We're just gonna prep. So we got themes, goals, themes. Do I want 3 themes for now? I guess so. Then goals. I'm thinking maybe I'll do like 1 personal goal, 1 money goal, 1 YouTube goal, or fitness goal. I'm not gonna put any of my YouTube stuff on there because why? I'm not doing that no more. Or for this month I won't. And then we can do the decorating that we see fit when the time comes. And it is September 1st, so let's just start this out right and fill out the 1st of September, the beginning of the Burr months. And I don't know if I ever told you guys, but there's like sticky notes and placards and all kinds of things for each month. So yeah, we are in month 9. So we are here. How cute is that? That's cute. I haven't actually looked at these. January. February. March. April. May. June. July. We just finished August. We are in September. October. November. What does December look like? That's cute. So yeah, we are in September. I have never looked at these before, so that's cute. Same with these little like notes. They're not sticky, so I haven't used them. They don't stick to anything, so that's why I haven't used them. Okay, and then we have stickers. So we have like 4 months left, and I've been trying to save these, but I don't think it really needs to happen. So it's Labor Day. We have the day off. Labor Day. So I am out of the office. Let's see. Don't want to put a sticker. Be kind to myself. I'm kind of staying in the house because I'm watching a dog for a buddy of mine, my dog sitter. I'm doing her a little favor. But yeah, I'm not in the office. I am out of the office. And so far today I had coffee. I went live on YouTube. And I mean, I'm gonna walk the dog. And I might edit some videos. Like, I'm really not planning to do anything too crazy today. I might wash my hair as well. Wash hair. And play like some video games. Like, I don't have any crazy plans. So yeah, I'm gonna make a video just filming this being decorated. And that is all I'm going to do. I'm not going to do much of anything else, if we're being honest. Oh, the placards match. The placards match the, well, kind of match the title page. And the only thing too, really, for prepping this is what I want my, like, affirmation to be. For August, it was, I'm choosing to accept the pace of my growth. Progress comes as productivity goes. And that didn't go very well. Under the blazing sun, the fruits grow sweeter. With each page we turn, our hearts become richer. So for this month, I mean, like I said, I've gone back to doing a lot of things on my own. I have, you know, the new friendship trial period is over. We have fizzled that out. So this is kind of like a new beginning. We're doing things on our own terms again. Cool. We're embracing change. That's what we're doing. Because that is consistently really the only thing that I can expect is change. So that is what we are doing. We're embracing that. Which I'm fine with. So then for the video, I will be updating this, decorating it, putting some stickers on it. And we've already filled out the first day because today is September 1st. I'm gonna try to stay on this month because August, like I said, really was brutal. And I do find that it's easier to do things when I pre-sticker it. So maybe I could like pre-sticker it, I don't know. I could probably pre-sticker it. Gonna pre-sticker this. I'll say you've got this. I need some encouragement in my life. I'll put it here. You've got this. Life's not a competition. Okay. So I do have some paydays. And I have a vacation coming. Starting here. We've got vacation. And then vacation doesn't end until Monday. So I look forward to that and just having a plan for that. So really, like I said earlier, I only have 2 work days, which is fantastic. So for the work day, should I write it all in blue or should I write it in black? I'll write it in blue. So for the work day, it's just gonna be a normal coffee, we're gonna do work, meetings, I'm gonna go for a run. Oh, no. Go to the gym. No. I have a doctor's appointment. Right. I have a doctor's appointment. Then I'm gonna edit some videos. Maybe I'll play some video games. And then I'm gonna call it a night. I'm gonna take this week easy. because I need to. I'm gonna take this week easy. So that is tomorrow's plan. I'm enjoying not having any work today, but that is tomorrow's plan. So because we have a 2-day work week, I'm not gonna like put too much onto myself in order to be so available for everybody around, because that's why I'm always burnt out, and I just don't have it in me anymore, you know. So vacation starts on the 4th. I'm so excited for that. We've got some, you know, there is a spa at the hotel that we're at. We're gonna be there for a while, so let's see. Maybe I can have a little spa day on Saturday. We'll see. I'm gonna try. I've got some dinner plans as well, like every day. And yeah, we'll see what we're working with. Break the rules. No, thank you. And like I said, the vacation is over at the end of the 8th. Vacation end. And then it's back to reality until December when we decide to go to Asia. So there's that. Let's see what we've got. Note to self, right. So like I said, I have a doctor's appointment coming up tomorrow. Gotta go see my neurologist. You know, if you know, you know. I've spoken about it in my vlogs, but I've got to go see my neurologist, so that should be fun. So I'm just looking for like a, here it is, noted. Got an appointment tomorrow with neurology, which means I need to remember, first of all, that I've got a neurology appointment. So I don't know about you guys, but things that like disrupt my day, like my work day, really throw me off kilter. So that's why I'm really one of 2 days in the week where I actually get to get work done at work, like productively. It's, if you guys know, if you're type A, you know how not ideal that is, but whatever. We're gonna make our way through it. We're gonna make our way through it. Then on Wednesday is another full work day. Gotta make sure to get a gym day in there, just because when I travel, it's hard to work that in, but I'm gonna work to work that in. I need to do better. So we'll see. I need to start prioritizing that for sure. Okay. Cool. Travel stickers for fun. We do have some travel planned. And I don't like when I make the video for my planner, I don't like how the video goes when I'm like stopping to put stickers on. I'm not sure. I don't like having to necessarily speed up the video in order to put the stickers on. I don't know what to do about that. Maybe I'll wait to put the stickers on this page. I'll just spend the whole video decorating this page, giving you guys a recap, showing you that, you know, I was not on it in August, right? And yeah, we're just gonna try to do better this month. Got our goals set up, right? We're gonna center our goals less, to be honest. We're gonna decenter YouTube goals. We're gonna focus again on the money, refocus so we can do better. We're gonna hyper focus on the fitness, and then we're gonna lean into the personal. That's what I'm wanting to do. So that's how I'm feeling. When it comes to travel, I think this is because we are starting our travel day on the 4th, and it's not a big vacation. It's a small trip. Like I said, it's pretty local to us since we live in Seattle. Vancouver is not a long ways away. So, but to us, it's time away from work, so that's precious. That is precious. Let's see. No. Then we got October. Okay. I think that is all for now. We've prepped this enough. Yeah, we've prepped this enough. So that is all for that. Let's close some things out. Let's grab our placards. That is all for that. I see we have 2 people in the chat. Thank you guys for sticking around. But I'm actually about to close this video out. If there's no questions or anything like that, I'm gonna let you guys go. I've been rambling for over an hour. We've got our goals planned. We got our budget set up for September. We have plans for the near future, travel plans, money saving plans. We've got a blueprint going for September, which is great. It's fantastic. I'm just trying to put this back in. It's like that. So I'm not gonna keep you guys too much longer here. I'm trying to clean up. Okay. All right. Close that. This is hard to close. Oh my gosh. Why is it not as tight as it usually is? Am I missing something in here? Don't quite know. But this is such a struggle. Oh my God. Closing this is a nightmare. That's so hard. Close. Why was that so hard to close? I don't like the whole like cover tucked into the page thing, because what do you mean? That's this front part. Like, why is it so uneven and hard? There we go. Okay. Gosh, those creases are insane. And then for September, we're just gonna put the little bookmark thing in here so we can find it for the video that I film. Is that this? Yes. Cool. Closed. Awesome. Cool. I'm just gonna put everything away. Thank you guys for coming to this video, for chilling with me for an hour and some change. But that is looking like the end for now. So thank you again for coming, and I'm gonna let you guys go. I'll see you next month.